Our interview crew.
All right, everyone, welcome to the Red Bull Daily Recap on this Wednesday evening. It's still kind of Wednesday.
It's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday enough. Hello, everyone. I'm Kung Fu Fruit Cup, and I'm joined tonight by Ruby Hart and Jay Hobbs. Hello, you two.
Hi.
And we want to talk about some more things that have happened over the past day. If you've missed it, or maybe you watched it and you're excited to see some of it again. But we're going to go through a few of our clips that we thought were really cool to show off and chat about. So I just kind of want to get right into it. I know, Hobbs, you were really excited about Halo.
So Halo 3, I've heard, was just one of the greatest runs. I only got to see moments of it, but this one in particular, we're going to see 2 attempts at this trick because you get a good idea of just how difficult this kind of thing could be. I just love any trick where you start from 0 velocity whatsoever and then you go flying across the map. So let's look at the successful attempt here now. I don't know what is happening here, I'm going to be completely honest, but they go flying, crash into the wall, completely blow their shield, and then they just move on. So I love it.
You know what's so funny is because one of the clips that I was looking at is another launch, but in a very different game. So during the Scary Block, I was around for a lot of that. So I'm definitely going to be talking about the Scary Block tonight. We had some Goosebumps, which is great. It's like your childhood favorite scary form of media. So in this is actually another type of launch. This is like a box jump. So you'll see a couple attempts here. You just kind of like wiggle. It was like this weird wiggle motion that you're not supposed to be able to get on the box. But once you are, suddenly it's like a hovercraft and you can just fly.
That's so cool.
And that's part of what helps you get this run down to 15 minutes. It skips such a huge section of the game, and then you have to fight Slappy at the end, and it's horrible, and I did not enjoy that. But it's okay because box jump really helped me through it.
Really reminds me of prop flying in a lot of old stores.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
that's a good point. And then Ruby.
Well,
I say DX.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, I feel like all of us went for really crazy launches and things that completely skip stages. So this is one moment that I absolutely loved from the SADX, or the Sonic Adventures DX run. So there's something that they could do, especially with Tails, where if you go off of a ledge of a building and slide off of it, it actually tricks the gravity. So instead of gravity moving on Tails up and down, it moves left and right. So you can just fly through whole stages that should take you forever, just going straight through every building possible. It's so cool to watch.
I love when background elements are they're just textures. They got no collision or anything. You just fly right through walls.
You just keep going.
You just go.
You just keep going. Well, speaking of doing things you're not supposed to do in the game, or that the game doesn't want you to do, I'm going to follow up with, another scary game, I admit, but we had Choo Choo Charles, which was an indie fan favorite of the scary game block last night, out of so many good games. But let's check out this clip. So we can see a moment where you're going to see going into this train upgrade system, but if you do it with the right inputs, you're also able to start moving. Now the train is supposed to stop when you get off, but when you do this, you start to actually collect text storage as well. So you can see the text overlapping here, and the train keeps moving. And you're supposed to be on that. But at the same time, at this point in the game, Charles, our big, scary, half train, half Giga Spider, is just kind of hanging out and doing nothing.
Just completely frozen.
It just stops its movement entirely. It's so funny. So it just hangs out there, and you can just go freely run around the map, and you don't even get chased.
Dude, we cool. We chill. We're good
just
now.
until the end where you have to shoot it over and over with a rocket launcher. It's pretty wild.
Well, the next one I want to talk about is going to be a little bit different. So with horror games are not often thought as games that you should speed run or anything in the same way that simulation games are and stuff like that.
Sure.
But also RPG speedruns are a very well-known thing, but they're very different. There's always a lot more that goes on with them. So Gauntlet, I don't know where this game lands in a genre, honestly. It's not really all that RPG, but regardless, first of all, the fastest moving sprites I've seen on an NES, to the point where the runners are actually running into problems, navigating them. But they also do RNG manipulation by pressing a specific input as they exit that stage to know that this exit will be in the top left. Now that exit could have been in one of 8 different locations in a treasure room, and there's also just hundreds of, I think 800 or so different rooms that could happen throughout the run, and they're using pieces of RNG manipulation all over to take what should be a very, rogue kind of game, roguelike, very random kind of game, into this actually manageable thing.
Right,
which I think is
exactly.
Really
So
neat.
cool. Yeah.
All right, Ruby, one more from you, right?
Oh, yeah,
hear about
absolutely. So I love adorable games that have really interesting movement tech, and Little Gator Game is one that I got to talk about. Yeah, so, okay, in this speed run, there's an item that you get really early on, and if you go down ledges using this raft, essentially, you can actually build up momentum, and that lets you get on this whale. Then if you watch in the air, basically he's popping bubble gum, and that gives you a little bit of extra height, so he's able to move the gator much, much higher in the air. And this particular version of the game in speedrun mode actually allows all of the text to just auto skip. So that's what you're seeing right at the end of this clip as it just flies through a whole scene in a second or two.
And I've seen this before, and it's so hard to make those jumps, and Sprite's just making it look easy. Like,
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and
Like
it's
it's
like takes a lot more of your stamina too whenever you're doing that. So you have to time the pops of the bubble gum really precisely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So it really seems like we've picked a lot of movement-based things to show off today. There's like a lot of amazing things. But you know, speaking of amazing things, let's go and check out the daily prize real quick.
ooh.
Don't worry, Foo. All of my daily prize choices here are perfectly stationary. I know I was only supposed to pick one, but I've got 4 things here because I could not decide at all. From Katzer's Creations, we have this absolutely lovely plush amigurumi waka hand-knitted, super cool. From our friend Marlo Dobe, we have this beautiful hand-drawn illustration of the waka from Paper Mario. And speaking of Paper Mario, from Cute Monster Props, we have this absolutely great little Paper Mario paper bench craft. It's so cool. And from Lady Galaga, this absolutely incredible Ocarina of Time water temple style painting. All 4 of them are amazing. I couldn't pick a favorite, but you know what? You don't have to, because a $25 donation right now until the end of Paper Mario is going to get you entered into all 4 of these and so many more prizes. If you've ever got questions, you can check out GamesDoneQuick.com for the full prize list, full list of information. Back to you, Foo.
Ooh, oh my gosh, I love those prizes. And that makes me really excited, by the way, for some games coming up tomorrow. Like, both of those are making me think. But let's start with you all. Like, Ruby, what are you excited about?
Silly Block, obviously. So
Definitely.
we've got so many incredible games in that. So we've got Golf It, we've got Pepsi Man, we've got oh my God, Batman Forever. Give me toilet paper. Just there are so many incredible games in that block. Yeah, please.
You control that game with a roll of toilet paper.
It's amazing.
That is the controller for that video game.
That's amazing.
Like physically, not in the game.
No,
They
not
mean
in the
physically.
game. You hold a roll of toilet paper.
Yes,
Oh
exactly.
my God.
All right, Hobbs, what else are you excited for besides Give Me Toilet Paper?
Well, honestly, we just have like an amazing, just a complete wide array of different games throughout the day. I could not pick a single one. I could not pick any of them. Honestly, I just say tune in all day. A Silly Block I thought was super fun. That's all I got. I cannot pick anything. There's just too much.
That's fair. I think it's going to be another amazing day of lineups. I've been so excited for the schedule for like weeks and weeks and weeks leading up to it because I'm like, oh, so many good games. But we do have a couple games that hold a special place in my heart, like Twilight Princess. It's going to be such a good any percent by Mr. Alberto 23. And then also the game next up. We saw those Wacka prizes. We saw that cute little paper bench. My favorite game is Paper Mario, so I can't not be excited for this. Any percent no ace. If you don't know what that means, you got to stick around and find out. Super excited for the run coming up. But thank you all so much for tuning in for another Red Bull Daily Recap. We will see you tomorrow night for more.
Bye.
Summer Games Done Quick 2023. Give it up. Welcome back to Summer Games Done Quick 2023 live in Minneapolis, Minnesota. We are here raising money for Doctors Without Borders, or MSF. I got one donation here from Gamma Ray for $25. They said, gotta donate for this amazing prize block, but also because I need to see that Paper Mario glitch exhibition. And we are just over $10,000. We are just over the halfway point. We still need to raise a bit under $10,000 for that Paper Mario glitch exhibition. So please get your donations in. And now we're going to hear a little bit from the people that have made this event possible.
Excuse me, do you mind if I sit here while I wait for my coffee?
Oh, yeah, go ahead, knock yourself out.
I'm Kenzie, by the way.
I'm Michael.
Asus gaming monitors and peripherals give you the perfect blend of features and performance for the games you love to play. Go to us.asus.click/sgdq to start assembling your ultimate gaming setup. Asus is the industry leader in gaming. Tough gaming and ROG monitors and peripherals are available for everyone, and they have a wide selection of keyboards, mice, controllers, and chairs. And while we are waiting for the next run to get set up, I've got some more donations here. We got a $250 donation from Morgan. No comment, no problem at all. Thank you very much for your donation, Morgan. We have a $100 donation here from Padya that says, celebrating start of Pride Month with my husband watching GDQ. We also have a $25 here from Kona Ricken that says, have to donate for the only game I've ever beat while entirely rented. Rest in peace, Hollywood Video. Now I get to see how I could have beaten Paper Mario in only one rental period versus the 4 it took me. Also, that water temple oil painting is gorgeously stunning, and I have to get in the drawing to win it. And with that, Twitch chat, we do need to take a very small break just to reset the stream, but nobody panic, nobody panic, it's going to be okay. We're just gonna, nobody panic, it's going to be okay, I promise. We'll be back very momentarily.